questions for our student athletes. Start with Justin.
Question for both Michael and Javion. So you guys were high school teammates at McClymonds. What was it like playing in that secondary, and how is that chemistry how's that translated to Arizona?
Yeah, I was gonna say this is for sure a blessing to play with a teammate that I played in high school with. For sure, the chemistry was always going to continue to roll over to wherever we go. But yeah, all I can say is it's a true blessing to still play with him. Yeah.
I feel like for me, just reuniting with Dansby, playing with him from Pop Warner to high school, from one high school to another, we already had chemistry built, and then going to Mac, we played with a bunch of dogs. We had a small school, so then going to San Jose, we just brought that fire to a secondary, I would say, that didn't have it at the time. So us going there, it just brought some more fire to the secondary.
Vanessa and Troy.
Thank you. Ayden, this is Vanessa, Kingdom 9. So we've spoken with you before about your bone marrow journey and donations, and then you having a drive here. Has there any been recent developments? Are you still in contact with the woman you saved? And has any of your teammates or anyone you know matched with anyone?
First, to answer your first question, I'm still trying to get in contact with her. I've been a little slower since I've been in camp, but I'm still talking to those people, still trying to get as much information as I can so I can meet her in person one day. And we haven't got any matches here yet, but I'm hoping in the next couple months maybe we can.
I hope so. And then just one more for you. As your first year playing as a Wildcat, and you have a lot of leadership experience coming here, what are you bringing to the table, and how is it out there putting that jersey on and playing with these guys?
It's amazing. Obviously, it's been a lot of guys that have already been here and solidified themselves as leaders. So I do what I can, and especially in a room where we are, like me and him, 1 year, Javion and Marquise 2 years. So just trying to give as much play and as much game as I can to those guys and the younger guys in the room.
Troy and then David.
For Cole and Dansby, you guys were with Brent Brennan at San Jose State. You're here now. How have you seen them grow as a coach, and what's the differences from Brennan at San Jose State to Brennan now after being a year apart?
I was gonna say, for sure, Brennan going through just life in general, you're probably just going to grow no matter what. But yeah, I could feel more fire from him, just more intensity coming from before at San Jose to here now. So yeah, he's more, up in tune. But yeah.
To add on to that, I feel like Brendan now understands that there's levels to this playing field, going from the Mountain West to the Big 12. So he needs to bring more enthusiasm to the team here, especially going off last year. There needs to be more for us in general.
David and Justin.
For Javion, there was a drill earlier this week where Coach Chip made you keep doing it over and over and over again. Walk me through what's happening there with you when maybe you're not getting the steps right and you're trying to get the steps right and you can't get them right, but he makes you stay in it until you do get them right.
I feel like for me, I've been a part of a coaching journey many times where my coaches do that to me, and I expect it, and he expects a lot out of me. So him making me do it repetitive is just him wanting more for me and for the team.
And for you guys, just when you're in a drill like that and you see a guy going through that, what's important about staying with the player so that he can get through a drill like that?
Me and Javion, that's just building chemistry. Like it's some days in summer workouts that I may be getting tired, things like that. He may be getting tired and things like that. So when I do get on him about just getting the steps and things like that, right, there's no hard feelings about it. He already seen it months ago, so now it's just repetition. But he knows, so if he do something wrong or I do something wrong, we know we're gonna get on each other, and there's no hard feelings.
Just seeing that, I just know that that's just gonna make him better. Honestly, just keep pushing him, just keep cheering him on, just keep standing by his side. But yeah, just watching him go through that, I just know at the end of the day he's gonna get better.
Justin and Brian.
So Michael, unlike a lot of your other San Jose State teammates, you decided to stay at San Jose last year. What went into that decision, and how would you describe the culture under Kenny Matalolo?
Oh yeah, Coach Kent, to answer the first question, yeah, I did decide to stay one more year. It was just a personal thing. I wanted to stay one more year. But yeah, under Coach Kent, he's a very, very good coach. I'm glad I got that year under him. But yeah, he's a great coach. That's all I can say, man.
And then what led you to, or I guess, what led you to go into the portal, and what allowed you to choose Arizona?
Me going to the port, I knew this was like gonna be my last year, so I just wanted a bigger opportunity for myself, my family, and I know like where my talent should be at. Yes, sir.
Brian and Michael.
For any of you, just the importance of recognizing that you are essentially on an island out there with the way that the front seven is aggressive, and it's assuming that you just have to stay with the play until the end as long as the ball hasn't got you. I mean, how has it been in this defense so far?
Oh my God. It's been here and there. Like just knowing where our help is at is the biggest thing. Knowing where our help is at, knowing with certain splits is sometimes we are going to be on the island. Obviously, everybody pretty much knows that. But just being confident, like that's why we do one-on-ones. That's why we're in those type of situations right now. So in 13 days, when we are on the island and we do go through situations, it's going to be like practice.
Has there been a particular receiver that's been the toughest to guard for any of you guys?
All our receivers are pretty good, but Trey Spidey with the 50-50 balls, yeah, he's been doing his thing with that one for sure.
Michael and Vanessa.
All right, 2 questions. The first one is for Michael, but you guys can jump in on it too. Safe to say that you're one of the most improved players on the team from spring until now. What do you think has been the biggest area of growth for you?
Just my confidence, my mindset, just me just getting comfortable with the defense. That's for sure the biggest thing from spring to fall camp. So yeah, just me getting comfortable with the defense.
Yeah, again, what do you think about Michael's progress?
I feel like for Dansby, yeah, his confidence is key. Him being healthy for sure. And I feel like that's what separates us, knowing that everybody in our room can compete with each other. Us older guys, including Gianni now that he's here with us, we are very competitive as a group.
My second question was about Gianni. Coach Viney said that he's got a lot of fire to him, a lot of heart and intensity. Obviously, he hasn't fully developed into his body yet at this point, but he's still out there scrapping. What do all of you guys think of him?
I feel like as Gianni learns how to play football, as he learns how to practice, and grow into his body, he's going to be a dog. He knows how, like he's learning the playbook. We're going to need him at some point in time in the season. So as he matures and gets older, he's going to be very good.
Yeah, just like he said, just maturity, like just knowing how to practice, knowing how to move. First couple practices were shaky, but now he's like getting in tune with it, starting to get the technique. And once he grows into his body and once he grows into just mentally, he's going to be a great player.
Yeah, just from like where he comes from, honestly, he got that fire in him. But just to piggyback off of what they've been saying, the maturity, just him just getting comfortable with practicing with everybody, and just he's gonna be a good player though for sure.
Vanessa and Justin.
Ayden, I'm sure you've asked this before, but why did you choose Arizona to finish out your college career? And then what is the difference between this team and the previous teams that you've been on?
I chose here because I feel like it was the best spot for me personally. With the cornerbacks that were leaving and then the cornerbacks that were coming in, I felt like it was a good spot for me and my family. Knowing it was going to be far, but knowing just talking to Coach Chip and how he came off to me, I knew it was a fit. That's why I didn't go on any more visits. And like I said, I've been on another Big 12 team. I was at West Virginia, and I seen the competition. I know what comes to win. We didn't win that much, but like he said, these games are going to be fourth quarter games, and I've been in those games. So just knowing that and being in that, just is once we get in these fourth quarter games this year, it's going to be easy.
Justin and David.
Michael, what was your childhood like growing up in Oakland?
It wasn't nothing too fancy or nothing. I was pretty much inside all my childhood, playing football, playing sports. Nothing pretty much out of the ordinary. I was inside a lot on games, just a lot of sports. That's all I can say for sure.
What hobbies do you have outside of playing football nowadays?
During this fall camp, it was just eating food. I picked up a lot of shows though lately, but yeah, I got not too many hobbies besides watching film and just recovering honestly.
What kind of shows?
On Netflix, Scandal. It's about like the White House and how he had an affair with somebody, but yeah. I'll just pick that up just now actually.
David and Troy for our last two.
for all of you, we'll start with Javion. Just describe Wednesday night when the defense was just getting takeaway after takeaway after takeaway, and what the feeling was like for the unit as a whole.
I would say before Wednesday, the offense has been getting after us. I feel like Wednesday was just a day for us to respond. We've been talking about responding a lot here, and that was just a day we chose to respond. With Jen starting off with one pick, I feel like it got to the quarterbacks, and they just kept crumbling, and we kept attacking and accepting the challenge.
Like he said, Jen sparked it off. But Coach G told us, they were going to start, interceptions were going to start coming. And since then, they've been starting to come. So just continuing to just believe in him and believe in the defense.
Yeah, I can for sure say that was like one of our best practices for sure. But again, like what Cole said, just us responding and bouncing back like from other previously practices. But yeah, Coach G, he had a goal for us, and we had to meet that goal. So yeah.
So what is the goal? What's the Coach G has?
That goal that day was to get 3 interceptions. Yeah.
So that was for that day.
Yeah.
And we had got 3 and 7-on-7.
Yeah,
and
back
then
to
it just went on to the rest of the day.
All right, actually our last two now, Troy and then Justin.
You mentioned playing out West Virginia last year. You guys came here. Just what did you take away from that atmosphere here in Tucson? Is there a game in the Big 12 that you're excited for, even though Arizona doesn't play West Virginia this year?
I wasn't here, so I stopped playing after Game 6. I got injured, but like my teammates told me, it was a good environment out here. Like that's what I asked them. I was on FaceTime with a lot of them when they were out here. He said it was great out here. So I had watched the game. Like I watched the game obviously, and then before I committed, I watched the game again just to see some of the things they had did, knowing I don't know obviously exactly what they're doing, but just the environment, the fans, and everything. But what was the other?
Any game in
Oh,
the
yeah.
that you're excited?
The first one. The first one to be in the stadium, being around these fans.
Last question, Justin.
All right, question for all you guys. I've asked a couple of other players this. So you guys have the TV timeouts in practice, and you guys go have snacks. What are some of the things that you guys eat?
Watermelon, honestly. The watermelon here is pretty good. And just some little fruit snacks, and down to Powerade for sure.
Yeah, Powerade, probably like a little granola bar and a watermelon for sure, at least one of the timeouts.
Yeah, I'm big on a purple Gatorade with a couple slices of watermelon. Keep it simple.
All right, thank you. Oh,
I forgot to ask. Chip said before that he was the best quarter in the room. And he told me to ask you guys if true or not.
Chip no longer plays corner, so
I don't know if Chip could stay in front of me on a ride or two. I don't know about that one. We could argue that one. All of us could argue that one for sure.
thank you, everybody.
thank you.
Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.